Hello. Let's Get High and Read the Bible is brought to you by Magic Medicine Marijuana. So last week's reading was fucking rad, right? You remember all that weird bestiality shit you didn't realize was in the Bible?
Gross. Made me feel uncomfortable.
Gross. There's none in this one. So, thank God. It's a fucking grumpy episode. There we go. I wish I would have got that reaction.
Who?
I just didn't press record in time.
Oh.
You look how I feel.
Dude, you look how I feel. Edit that in.
It's there now.
Yeah.
Morning.
What the fuck?
Fucking got fucked over. Yeah, I got super fucked over.
Well, hopefully you paid the guy already.
Not as much as I was going to, but whatever. Daddy came home to fix everything. So I haven't slept. I just got on a plane.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking weird. Everything, it's weird. So I've been staying up till like 3 or 4 in the morning doing molding.
Yeah. So that's moldy.
It's so close to being done. It's like a coat of paint. That's why I was a little late here. We had to move the Barracuda.
You moved it to where? It doesn't run.
Yeah, my dad just put it on a trailer. He's taking it out to his new place.
Fuck your dad.
He doesn't listen.
You know what? I don't care. I could take him. He's fucking old.
It's unfortunate.
You got
Unfortunately, we all could now. But
You ain't got
Pops,
dad's
we
strength
love
no
you.
more.
But yeah, you're a little bit old. We're not trying to be rude, Dad. We're just being factual. Got bad hips, bad knees.
I kick out one leg. He's done. He's done. He couldn't even catch me. I could run around circles, just fucking call him names and shit.
Dude, and if like the young Dan Anderson in him right now is wanting to kick both of our asses so bad, and he could have, but like,
But you know what?
now you just have to listen.
That
to this
guy's
shit.
gone forever. He's lucky. We could fucking. I'm not gonna go there, but fucking, that guy's gone. We could take him. We could whoop his ass.
Yeah,
Dan.
Daniel Wayne.
Yeah, boy.
What if I put all that sunlight up? Maybe that helps.
What if I put all that sunlight up? That's what God says every morning.
That's fucking funny. I don't have a proverb for today because I've been up.
Well, you're in Buckley. Can't you just say something about horse fucking and we'll get back to horse fucking?
It's so fucking. It's like literally our entire platform.
I just want to unsheathe and fuck a horse after I've fallen from the sky.
How crazy was that? Not gnarly to you though?
Sweet.
That was in the fucking
Yep.
biblical text.
Yep.
Good Lord.
They fuck those fucking horses or cows. Fucking cow fuckers. Fucking goddamn cow fuckers, what they are, Leif. Look, there's no two ways about it. I don't care where you fell from, you fucked a cow. I'm just saying, look, it's not, just read the Bible. It's in the fucking Bible.
It's there. That's the problem.
Look, that's all
That's
we're
what
doing.
we're talking about, folks.
Don't shoot the messenger. That's so fucking hard to remember, you fucking assholes.
It's so, just imagine how much more fun
Those people at
Wednesday
your
Bible
church,
study could
Those
be.
people at your church,
Yeah.
cow fuckers.
Oh, the one, the various churches I've gone to growing up, you mean?
The main one.
I mean, there's got to be one or two, just statistically speaking, right? If let's just be objective.
The law of averages says it can't always be the drummer. There's got to be a couple in there that actually,
I mean, well, like,
late. It was late. It had a couple of.
we live in everyone was in the country. I grew up in the country. There's people doing weird shit out here.
It's in the Bible.
It's in the Bible.
If God says it's right, I don't want to be wrong.
That's why they didn't add it into the canonized Bible.
Right.
It's in the real Bible. You don't even.
Man, do you realize if they'd have put this one in the Bible, we could have been fucking horses this whole time? Like guilt free. Yep. Yep. His name's Larry.
If this is the first
I keep him in the
podcast,
backyard.
if someone's just hopping into our podcast at this episode, you should go listen to the last one because there was some really inspired words. There was a lot of There was a lot of horse fucking in the last.
Ew. Who are we to judge? It's in the Bible.
It's
in the Bible. Hey.
Well, and maybe this is like I feel like the flood happens quickly after this, right? So like maybe
that's like the fucking last straw.
Yeah, God's
like, you know what? I was gonna hold this off, but you guys can't keep your dicks out of those cows,
dude.
Cue the fucking flood. Hey, dude. Hey, rain guy.
Rain guy.
Cue the flood.
Get over here.
I'm not fucking with you this time. Cue it right now. Right now.
And they run heaven like a farm, right? We found that out from this book.
Yep.
It's like cock-a-doodle-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. The angels are waking up, walking out, letting sunshine out of its pen.
Yeah. It's true.
Man, I know we're doing really good at getting into the Bible, but for the last Tuesday I got on a plane. Monday, I found out everything got fucked up here, so I had to come back. So I get on a plane, and I download this Stephen King book I haven't
Which
read
one?
yet. The Stand.
Oh, dear, yeah. I've heard that's good. Real good.
Oh, God. Well, it's 47 hours long, the audiobook. And I've got like 10 hours left. So I've listened to like 30-ish, 37 hours of Stephen King.
700 hours. It's about 2,500 hours. What's about?
Carry the 4, but seriously, it's great. It's literally the pandemic.
Oh.
This book, it's like the whole government fucking like makes a virus, accidentally
Seriously?
gets out. Yeah, the whole book, and like most of the world gets wiped out.
Yeah.
It's much more entertaining than the pandemic. The pandemic was more of like a shart in the pants compared to
lots of like over and over.
No, just a little one because this book is like instantly.
No, like that. I mean, the pandemic was like sharding over and over.
Oh, it seems like it was almost nothing.
The pandemic?
Well, no, the flu, the way the virus affected us versus in the book is what I'm talking about. The virus in the book like kills people.
Well, the virus in the book the virus here killed your cousin.
That's where I was about to go with this. It was really weird. It's like,
I mean, other than the people it killed, it didn't kill anybody.
Well, and because, like I was always told what to believe growing up and like told who to vote for. It's a very religious thing in those circles. Like you have to be conservative. And, so I did become pretty liberal over the years, at least in the way I vote. But like, I guess let's steer clear of this. Yeah, the virus. It's like it has been crazy. I'm gonna edit all this out.
What are you fucking
boring
about? What are you?
Well, it just wasn't that exciting. As I got down that path, it just wasn't. I was like, why'd I go?
You're like, oh, this is just like a cul-de-sac.
Yeah, yeah.
There's no thoroughfare at all.
Normally, I'm better because we've been doing it for a while now, but on sleep.
Well, what's funny is you recognize it as it's happening, and you're like,
just shut down.
Let's go the other way. Let's just turn around and go the other way. Oh, Enoch.
Oh,
Enoch.
How sweet are you to be thine? What are we going to say next week?
I wasn't going to say shit.
Oh. Do you know if you go to O'Reilly's auto parts store online and you type in 121G, it comes up with this item?
What is that item? A heater?
That's the flex capacitor.
The flux capacitor?
Yeah, that's what makes time travel possible.
That's cool.
Isn't that fucking hilarious?
Can you order me one of those?
I think they're back ordered.
Imagine.
O'Reilly.
It wouldn't make any sense if they were back ordered because they could just go back in time and make more.
Damn, there's a lot of holes in that logic. I'm so fucking ill prepared that I don't even know what page we're on this shit.
Yeah, was it chapter 82?
85.
Asphyl. Did we get to Asphyl?
Asphyl? No.
Then we're chapter 76.
I was at 85, but that's all different sections, so maybe we stopped.
82. Because at the end of everything in that field, they fucked. They fucked the horses. They fucked the cows. They fucked the sheep. The sheep fucked. Oh, and became pregnant. Do what I fucking say. Excuse me. Wow, I'm kind of aggro this morning.
Good. Are you in some cups? Is that what you're saying?
Could be the hangover.
Yeah. Your hair, the dog in it?
A little bit.
That's sweet.
I
can't smoke weed in here, so I just smoked this crazy joint right before we started.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm already on the moon. You said 80?
Yeah, I think we're at 80.
Okay, let me scan this.
Oh, Enoch. And he said to me, "Oh, Enoch, contemplate the writing of the tables of heaven, and read what is written thereon, and learn each one." And I contemplated everything on these tables of heaven, and read everything that was written. Learned everything on these tablets of heaven, and read everything that was written, and learned everything, and read the book, and everything that was written in it, all the deeds of men, and all the children of flesh who will be on the earth to the generation of eternity. That's a lot of reading. That's a lot of reading. That's like more than that 47 hours, man.
Yeah.
Eternity. And then I immediately blessed the Lord and the everlasting King of glory, that he had made all the things of the earth. And I blessed the Lord on account of his patience, and blessed him on account of the children of the world. And at that time I said, "Happy the man who dies as a just and good one, concerning whom there is no book of iniquity written, and against whom no blame is found." And those three holy ones are brought me, and those three holy ones brought me and placed me on the earth before the door of my house, and said to me, "Stop coming up here and fucking with us." Announce everything to thy son Methuselah, and show to all thy children that no flesh is just before the Lord. No flesh is just before the Lord, for he has created that. 1 year.
Oh, your mic flipped off again.
Doing.
Oh, it's back.
Boing. 1 year we will leave thee and thy children till thou art again strengthened, that thou mayest teach thy children and write for them, and mayest testify before them thy children. And in the 2nd year they will lift thee up out of their midst. Let thy heart be strong, for the good will announce justice to the good. The just will rejoice with the just, and will congratulate themselves among themselves.
Good job. Cheerio, chap.
Chop.
It's like that everyone's smelling each other's farts. Just like, fucking good job, yes. No, you're not seeing the same visual? The just, congratulating the just.
Oh yeah, nice work. Loving your work. Sorry. Just among themselves, but the sinner will die with the sinner, and the renegade to renegade, and the renegade sink down with the renegade, and those who do justice will die, and those who do justice will die on account of the deeds of men. Doesn't make any sense. So don't do justice, Leif.
I thought those were the ones just smelling each other's farts. I'm so confused.
And will be gathered in on account of the what the fuck? I need to
of the deeds of the impious.
And those and the deeds of the impious. And in those days they completed conversing with me, and I went to my people, blessing the Lord of the worlds.
I mean, talk about VIP. That guy got to go hang out with some cool people and read some cool books.
Who were the three? These three. Who were the three? And these three showed me
the other fucking angels that we forgot about that were taking him around heaven, beginning the vision. Once it got to horse fucker, we kind of. There'll be no more objectivity with Enoch.
There are fucking horses down there.
And I'm sorry, I believe they were fucking cows, but
Yeah,
I feel like horsecock was involved.
Well, it's just that
there was like a horsecock reference, right?
Oh, they were all hung like horses, and
something like that.
Cows, yeah,
yeah.
Jeez, poor cows. Whatever name ended up in the emergency room.
Oh no.
Chapter 82, and now my son Methuselah, all these things I relate to thee and write for thee, I have revealed to thee everything, and have given thee books concerning them all. Preserve, my son Methuselah, the books from the hand of thy father, and give them to the generations of the world. Wisdom I have given thee and thy children, and those who will be thy children, that they give it to their children, the generations to eternity, namely this wisdom above their thoughts. And those who understand it will not sleep, but will hear with their ears, that they may learn this wisdom, and it will please those who eat of it more than good food. That's tasty wisdom. Happy are all the just. Happy are those who walk in the path of justice. Well, now he's saying that those people are going to... Whatever, dude. Justice have walk in the path of justice and have no sin like sinners. In the counting of all their days, in which the sun goes through the heavens, entering and departing like the cowfuckers, from the gates each time 30 times, together with the heads of the thousands of this order of the stars, together with the 4 that are added and separate between the 4 portions of the year, which they lead and enter with them 4 days. And on their account, men will be at fault and will not count them in the reckoning, and the whole world. But men will be mistaken and will not know them exactly, for they belong to the reckoning of the year and are exactly marked forever. One in the first portal and one in the third portal. I believe that we would refer to that as the 3-hole. The third portal, blah blah blah. No, and one in the fourth hole, in the fourth portal.
What is this, backstage at a Nelly concert?
Right. Fourth and one in the sixth. Ooh, 6th hole. And the year is completed in 364 days. That's pretty interesting that they knew that back then.
Yeah. I think they... Yeah, I mean, they probably knew a lot more before then. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe your cable's dying.
Methuselah.
Oh, it's still on the computer. There it is. It's back. Oh, now it's gone. No, it's not working.
Fuck.
There it is.
Hello.
There we go. Yeah, maybe it's just an update on your computer.
Maybe an update on your computer, Leif.
Mine's updated.
Whatever, dude. Did I tell you that story? Did we talk about whatever, dude?
What? Yeah.
And Joe Bass?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's great. Isn't there like a... Don't you have a...
Oh, yeah, I should.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? Stop listening so well. Completed in over 64 days. And, and the account of it was true, Leif.
It was true.
And the marked reckoning exact. Yeah, for the luminaries and the months and the festivals and the years have shown and given to me by Uriel. to whom the Lord of all creation had given command in reference to me of the host of the heavens. And he has power over night and day in the heavens, that he may show light over men, the sun and the moon and the stars, and all the powers of heaven which turn in their circuit. And this is the order of the stars that set in their places, and in their times, and in their festivals, and in their months. Where's all the cow fucking? Sorry. Low hanging fruit, Leif.
It's not fair. It's just
more low hanging fruit.
It's just we're fucked. We're Catherine Zeta-Jones in this. It's called entrapment.
What?
Oh, you remember that amazing movie where she had to crawl through the laser beams?
And then does she fart at the end? Or no,
that's Sean Connery. Do you remember that? It's Sean Connery's like super old creep dude, like staring at her, trains her to be an assassin. No, it's great, but it's called entrapment. Sorry, I was making a stone joke.
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Yeah, it's a Catherine Zeta-Jones movie.
Did you ever see Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back?
Yeah, recently actually.
Is that the same thing where they go through the minefield or the laser field, and at the end she farts? Sets off the alarm. Son of a bitch. Right.
Yeah. Pure genius. 60. What was it?
Order of the stars set in their place, festivals and months, chapter 10. And these are the names of those who lead them, who watch that they enter in their times, and in their order, and in their occasions, and in their months, and in their powers, and in their positions.
Hey, baby, check out my power.
Right. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Night is black, was no use turning back, and I just had to see, was someone watching me?
It's like
in the mist, dark fingers move and twist. Was this some crazy dream or just some kind of hell? 666, the number of the beast. Hell and fire were born to be released. I don't know what
just
that
fucking car karaoke.
Just had a seizure right there.
We're just fucking, our podcast is just karaoke. Well, we're trying to, I don't know. As I was trying to spin this cool in my head because you're like, yeah, it's cool. They knew this back then, and I guess in a way, yeah, it's super cool. And I guess this information was really important. Was the idea that angels are up there letting rain in and out of its spot? I don't understand. I don't get the importance of this over the years. For if it's from God and he went up there, wouldn't he be like, "This is how you cure cancer"?
Now, Mr. Enoch, is it? I just don't know that this is going to be right for what we're going for. We do appreciate the submission. We certainly, it's obviously good work you've done here. Lots of good work here, but I just don't think it's quite right for our
demographic.
I might leave the part about cow fucking in there, though. The positions, the powers, their months. Their 4 leaders who divide the 4 portions of the year enter first. After them, the 12 leaders of the orders who separate the months and the years into 364 days, together with the heads of the thousands who divide the days for the 4 intercalary days. These are the leaders who separate the 4 parts of the years. And of those heads of thousands, one is placed between the leader and the led back of the positions, but their leader divides. Wow, that's a mouthful. And these are the names of the leaders who separate the 4 parts of the year, which are ordained: Melchiel and Helamelech. Elimelech, whatever, dude.
No, I don't know. I was saying it's just a fun
Oh, I
name.
thought you were like, dude, it's Elimelech.
No, no, I was like,
Fucking moron. Everybody knows it's Elimelech. Elimelech.
Elimelech.
Elimelech. You know what, you assholes? Get your own podcast.
Yeah, fuck off.
Elimelech. Yeah.
That's a fun name.
Elimelech and Malahal and Neriel. What happened to Asphalek?
What Asphalek? I don't remember.
We missed
Remember
Asphalek altogether.
There was a kind of
don't.
Asphalek.
Well, yeah, I remember it was like Asphilia, as filled up. I think it was as filled up, wasn't it?
As filled up.
As filled up.
As filled up Jamam.
As filled up Jabrowski. Where is it? Neriel. And the names of those they lead, and Adnario and Isjaugiel and Maligiel and Neriel. And the names of those they lead. Thank you very much. Ijalumiel. These three follow after the leaders of the orders, and one follows after three leaders of the orders who follow after those leaders of positions who separate the four portions of the year. Victory is mine.
Actually, there's not much more.
Yeah, no. In the commencement of the year, Melchizedek rises first and rules. He who is called Tamaani, and son, and all the days of his government, and he rules 91 days.
What if this is all just like their version of a fireman calendar? This is all just like June and July and
no, I get you.
The spring, because
yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
And these are the signs of the days which are seen on the earth, and of the days of his government: sweat and heat and anxiety. Sweat and heat and anxiety. Sounds like we're back to the cow fucking. Sorry, it's gonna just. I mean,
it's never not gonna. It's in the Bible now. We're fucked.
Well, and we just read it. I mean, we'll get out of the habit of talking about cow fucking that's in the Bible, but not yet.
Not yet.
Too soon. The sun, government, 91 days, and these are the signs of the days which are seen on the earth in the days of his government: sweat and heat and anxiety, and all the trees producing fruit, and the leaves appearing on all trees, and the harvest of wheat, and the blooming of roses, and the flowers blooming in the fields, but the trees of winter become withered. And these are the names of the leaders who are under them: Berkiel, Zalbeziel, and one other who is added ahead of 1,000, called Helojaseph. And ended are the days of the power of this one. The other leader who is after them is Elimelech, whom they call the shining sun. Elimelech, the shining sun. Yeah. Oops. I thought I had my button pressed, so I coughed right. You're welcome.
Yeah, I don't have mine.
Yep. The other Elimelech, the shining sun, and all the days of his light are 91 days. And these are the signs of the days of the earth: burning heat, dryness, and the trees hanging, bringing their fruit to ripeness and completion.
Was this a Gold Bond commercial?
And the sheep mate and become pregnant, and all the fruit of the earth is gathered in, and everything that is in the fields, and the making of wine, this takes place in the days of his power. These are the names and the order and the subordinate leaders of those heads of the thousands: Gadiel, and Keel, and Heel, and the name of the head of 1,000 which is added to them, Asphael. There we are. There he is. Asphael. And completed are the days of his power. Asphael kind of gets the short end of the stick there, doesn't he?
He does. He doesn't get much shine. Dude.
Jesus Christ.
Why? How does it just... It's like the most bipolar book in the world. Mm-hmm. It's like interesting and then the shitty... I mean, I don't know. I'm not trying to be impious.
Well, this is uncanonized, so you're not being literal. You're not.
I guess that's true. We can talk shit.
Yeah. I mean, we do this with the canonized version also, so it's like, fuck them. But, yeah. No, it is definitely back and forth. It's like a goddamn seesaw.
And, I mean, I'm assuming this was like all like cutting edge information. This is probably like Neil deGrasse Tyson level communication, scientifically speaking, with the calendar. And
I mean, I don't know.
For the time,
when this was written.
No. I mean, we know when the copies start popping up, but what a weird thing, right? Like that all these books are separated by that much time.
We don't know.
I mean, yeah, that's by the time we pick them up, history, by this time scrolls for each one of these books, any book in any religious circle, it's like, it's from so long ago. What is this? Oh, Smith Tower?
It's out the window of the bathroom at this restaurant in this hotel downtown.
Oh, yeah? Is that where you were last night?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. And they allowed puppies?
Puppies?
No,
we didn't go to the hotel. That was in bed. I forgot I said that.
Oh, you guys playing? Oh, just eating.
We're just eating.
Beautiful.
See the Smith Tower over here?
Yeah.
So it's got this crazy view. You never see it. And I found out that it's doesn't even matter, but it's the F5 building. It's this buddy of mine used to work for F5, but then they're like this they're like a software company of some renown, but it's like they started building this building just before COVID, and then it's like we built this building, and it's like nobody needs office space, and they're just like, fuck, we took all of our money, we made a building, god damn it. Sorry.
Yeah, that's a brave new world out there right now. Yeah,
you want to buy a building?
No. No, after this building project, Daddy's going to bed. Yeah. Daddy's gonna sleep for 2 months. I bet I could. Yeah, too much Bible, way too much Bible.
Yeah, not enough Stephen King.
That's why I've just realized how uninteresting I am. Like, because I've listened to all 4 of the Gospels since I've been here. So this project's been going for months, right? So I've listened to all of them like, maybe 5 times each.
Yeah.
Just all day I'm just listening. And the problem is like the stories are so similar in each one.
Yeah.
That you kind of get like this jumbled mess in my head. And I like, I'm it's just like makes me boring. Makes my brain break when I'm trying to talk. So I've taken a Bible break.
You mean since this morning?
Oh, no, it's been like a week since I thought this project was wrapped up.
Oh, you haven't read the Bible since you got back?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to take a fucking sabbatical. It makes me, again, like, it's like, I don't even have opinions on it because I just am interacting with it so much that I'm like,
you're not
that's
even
boring for people. People don't want to hear that.
Wishy-washy. It. There's no like
digesting,
processing it.
Yeah,
you're just ingesting.
Well, and it's like
you're farting the Bible,
right? I don't know. I just feel as I'm getting older, I like Sam Harris more and more and more and more. Like I already am a pretty big, massive Sam Harris fan. Like that book he wrote, Letter to a Christian Nation, is amazing.
Okay.
Have you ever read it? It's like, oh, dude, it is amazing. It gives like statistics. It's like So if you say your God is all loving and all controlling, and then he quotes verses of the Bible that we quote sometimes about like bashing babies,
Yeah.
and then he's like, if you think God's in control of everything, there's only 600,000 abortions in the U.S. a year, but there's 20 million pregnancies that don't make it to term. So isn't God the most prolific? It's like
Aborter.
it's intense, but at the same time, just like his podcast is fantastic. I even have his meditation app, and it's cynical, his views on religion and the Bible a little bit in a way, and like I've found that atheists can be just as evangelistic and dogmatic as like fucking fundamentalists,
Yeah. They're the other extreme.
Yeah, man, and like, so I try not. I'm trying to, then I love the Jordan Peterson shit that he says about the Bible, but then I listen to my scholars who I trust, like Dan McClellan, who's like the end all for me, and it's like none of that is in any type of context or factual, linguistic leaning with the. So it's like I just fucking confused again.
Yeah,
I think I'm just gonna have to learn to read Greek.
Well, that's what I was about to say. It'd be really cool if we could actually do our own translations. By we, I mean you.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not like I had a Greek New Testament. I was trying.
Yeah,
it wouldn't be that hard because you just memorize I memorize all the words that are in Mark in Greek and then read it every day.
Well, what?
I was just thinking. Yeah, never mind. I already got a plan, but I'm gonna install this bathroom and shit, and then as soon as Daddy's done fixing all these problems,
okay,
he's gonna be getting on. No, I don't have to go. I was just talking about life.
I'm like, so we're wrapping it up.
No, yeah, no, no, we're not. We haven't even hit an hour.
I'm like, wow, that was a cool quick one.
It's kind of like we just got our homework done before Friday night or something.
Oh, nice. Did we?
Right? Yeah, we just read the Bible at the first half of the podcast. We never do that.
Wow.
I don't even think we have to read anymore because
fucking killer. Sorry, Randall. That's it.
No, Randall, there's better stuff coming.
No, I just mean sorry. We're only reading that much of the Bible because it's fucking boring today. You know what? It can't
all be cow fucking.
No,
yeah,
it can't. It can't always be cow fucking and aliens coming down and impregnating women and shit.
But it could be.
Maybe that's what you should be doing with your time is seeking out the really juicy parts of the Bible.
Well, I think the whole thing that's the problem. It just depends on what lens you're looking through.
No, that's not true.
Okay, let me see if I can make this. Okay.
Let me make this perfectly clear.
No, I didn't make it real. I don't even know if I'm right. I'm stepping out on a really tall diving board right now.
It's a thin branch.
Got to do a backflip, folks. But like,
oh, he missed the pool. Oh my God, the branch broke. Oh, he slipped and fell and hit the cliff on the way down. This is gonna make a great TikTok video. Have you seen some of those like really brutal ones where like a giant person like goes for something and like slides down a cement hill and
Gio, my buddy Gio's obsessed with them, and that's all he sends, and it's just like someone's arm bent in a way you've never seen. I'm like, dude, I mean, I used to look at that shit to try to be tough, because I was like young.
Well, the ones that say you have to click this to make sure you're ready for this brutal content that's about to show up, I'm like, I'll skip it.
Yeah, I'm older, man.
Or those
do you remember the Faces of Death? Yeah. I like how I was trying to defend some portion of the Bible and then we got here. But yeah, do you remember that fucking shit?
No, you were gonna do a backflip. Go ahead, try it.
Well, we were trying to talk about the validity of what scripture.
I wasn't talking about that at all.
Well, first of all, there's a fuckload of rad stories in there. That's what it was. Like the Good Samaritan.
We weren't
the Good Samaritan. The Good Samaritan, in my opinion, that story is equally as cool as the Nephilim.
When he beats up those little kids?
What? No, the Good Samaritans when the bad guy does the right thing instead of the priests, and the priests are the bad guy.
Which is the one where the kids talk shit, and so the old man
the bear comes out.
The bear comes out and eats them all.
There's That's
That's juicy.
Elijah, I believe.
We weren't talking.
That's
about
the Old Testament.
We weren't talking about the.
I was trying to understand.
We weren't talking about the validity of scriptures. We were talking about the juiciness of them.
Yeah. But don't you think the Good Samaritan? Think about like what that fucking story does for society.
That one's fine. I'm just talking about like this bullshit. This bullshit we're just reading is not juicy.
Yeah, right. But maybe back then, that's what I'm saying. Is the Neil deGrasse Tyson shit. So back then, this could have been like the juiciest shit. They were like.
I was apologizing to Randall because today's was boring. I'm not apologizing to Randall 6,000 years ago.
Right, and I'm just trying to see if I can.
Because this would be the only thing that there was to read. We could have been reading, The Shining. We could have been reading The Shining, and that would have been really exciting today. But we were reading a boring passage of Enoch. That's all. That's all I'm saying. This is definitely the grumpy episode.
You drinking a beer makes me want a joint so bad.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
so much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although it did reek like weed in there when I was there.
Oh man, yeah, but I put a fresh coat of paint in at this point.
No, it'll stick in there.
Yeah, no. Yeah. It's a very clean place now. Very empty.
Yeah.
Weird.
Okay. You know what else? You know what else?
What? Was that a tidy burp?
That's all I got.
You don't want to talk about the Good Samaritan?
We can.
I think that.
I'm not against it.
Well, I volleyed it to you. And, you were like, yeah, I was like, I hit it over the net.
Yeah, I don't remember what. I don't remember. Can you tell me that story, Leif?
Yeah, it's fucking rad. Okay, so Jesus is talking. A bunch of people are there. A bunch of his non-fans too, and the religious elites, if you will, of the day. And so they're asking about good and bad, and he tells this story. Now, to the Jewish people, specifically the religious leaders at the time, a Samaritan would have been like the lowest person on the totem pole, a homeless person to a Republican, if you will. Like they don't even acknowledge their existence. So he begins telling the story, and he's talking about how a man is traveling along the way, and he falls into the hands of these thieves and robbers, and they beat the fuck out of him, take all his shit, and leave him on the side of the road to die. And a priest is happening on his way. He's just like walking down the path, and he sees him, and he goes out of his way to cross the street to not be next to him because he's about to die and he can't touch a dead body. The priest obviously has to fulfill his duties, so in his mind, he's like, no, I've got to go sacrifice for the sins of all these people. I can't get. Now, this happens one more time, and then the third time, a Samaritan person comes, takes the dude, takes him to an inn, gets him fixed up, and then gives the innkeeper like a bunch of money. Like, hey, if he goes past this, I'll be back in a couple weeks. I'll settle up with you then. Just keep him here until he's healthy. And then Jesus is like, the whole moral of the story is which one goes home before God the Father justified, as a righteous soul. Right. And
yes,
it's like to the religious elite, he's like, your best, your priests, your rock stars are fucking evil pieces of shit that don't belong.
Obviously, you're paraphrasing.
I think you can. I think I'm paraphrasing pretty heavily. Right?
And
and the bad guy, the fucking person that you think is shit, because he did the right thing, because he did the loving thing, the kind thing, because he went out of his way to help someone else. He goes home before God the Father, justified, righteous. It's a fucking beautiful thing. Like crossing social, economic boundaries, crossing religious boundaries. I think that's fucking.
Am I supposed to have a problem with this or something?
No, I just wanted to talk about it because I like it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, that's a cool story. I don't know what I'm supposed to
You're like, where's the horse fucking?
do. I'm not. Yeah, and that's not a. I, I, I,
Hi, man.
I'm a little
Hi, man.
lost. I'm a little lost. I don't know what you want me to say.
I just, you don't
That's a
think
fine
that's,
story, Leif.
I think that, I think that's just as interesting.
As horse as the cow fucking.
Well, maybe not. Maybe I'm trying to
As
fucking make something work that's
as
not ever
aliens
going to
coming
work.
down and having sex with. I like the lesson. It's great. You know, should whatever. Like, but it's it's uh it's sort of, like, what's that? Like, that's what you'd expect like that's what you'd expect to hear
What's
in the
wrong
Bible.
with that? But yeah, but that's the shit. Maybe that's good stuff. Maybe that's the stuff.
No one's arguing that it's not good stuff. I'm just saying it's
Keep
not
burping.
salacious.
Yeah, it's just effective. It's potent. It's
Potent. It's
paying it forward. Fucking is killer.
Sure it is. That's great.
Yeah,
Potent.
yeah. Well, I think the spirit of that, the moral of that story, will last for a long ass time, longer than us.
Okay.
Don't you think that makes it potent? Maybe. I mean, maybe that's the wrong word for it. You're the word guy. I'm the stoned homeschooler.
Yeah. I mean, it's got staying power.
Staying power.
Yeah. It's got.
It's like Phil
it's got
Spector.
legs. It's got legs.
It's got a heavy foot.
Yeah. Okay. But that doesn't make it salacious or interesting, though.
Yeah, I guess it just depends. Maybe we're. Yeah, no. I keep trying. You're right.
I just think you're betting on the wrong horse.
Yeah, I am. I don't
know why I don't know why we're there. I don't know why you're like.
Because the Bible was boring this week, and so we were trying to keep it Bible focused but interesting.
Right. Well, okay, I got you. Well, I mean, they're like, yeah, I don't know.
Salacious stories. There's this one where this kingdom, like I believe it's not Palestine, not Philistine. My brains. Really, but they're like partying, and this like hand goes and writes on the wall, and it's like ticka ticka. I forget what it actually says, but it says the translation in the Bible. It's all bad. It's always scared me. I'd read it like, ooh. But it's like, tonight your life has been weighed on the scales and you've been found in want. Something to this effect. And like this army was already encamped around them and comes in and kills them all.
Yeah, boy.
It's fucking killer.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Killing is cool. Killing is salacious.
Yeah. Yeah. There's another story where like, there's this king, and he's like the first king of Israel. His name's Solomon, and his son-in-law David, the guy that killed fucking Goliath with a little, that guy. He's like such a folk hero, such like they're singing songs about him and shit. So this Solomon guy gets pissed and tries to kill him just a whole bunch of different ways, and is just like jealous, trying to kill him. And David keeps escaping. He's like kind of gaining a following. So the Solomon guy is scared, and he goes to a witch, and she like raises, not Isaiah. Gosh dang it, raises one of these old prophets. I can't remember his name right now. And like from the dead, and he's like, "Why did you wake me?" It's like literally like the first king of Israel goes to a necromancer.
Yeah, boy.
It's like, that's so fucking fun.
Yeah.
See, these are just off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Maybe we should read Song of Solomon next.
You know what I think is, like, my head is so big that you can't even see my ears. Like it's like a planet, and you know what I mean? Like, why? How can anybody's head be so big? Like, you can't. I was noticing this earlier. You can't tell whether I'm wearing earrings or not, because like they're so far from the screen. It's fucking bullshit. Look at like back around a corner.
That was the most perfect example of our podcast. It's me hardly stringing together fucking a sentence like a goddamn Russian spaceship coming back into orbit. And you being so bored, you pick up on the most minute detail. Well, this is what's missing from church, folks. That's why you're here.
That's goddamn right.
That's why you're here. Some of these stories are stinkers.
Stinky stinkers.
I tried hard to be all objective at the beginning.
It's good. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know. Like it was. Sometimes you're gonna hit a vein of vanilla. They can't all be Oreo stripes and chocolate swirl.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to. Maybe we will go topographically.
What's with that room color though? Did you choose that color?
No, I did not. It was a nursery event originally. I think also the light makes it look. It's a lot less puke green than normal light. It's more like a gold.
It's got some baby shit green in there. Some baby shit brown. It's like, it's just missed the mark.
Cadillac Buckley. I'm joking.
I love
Buckley. I love Buckley. I'm totally joking.
Buck and Fuckley, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else?
What else? No, dude, just fucking move. I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy working trades again.
Are you plugged in? Like, is your computer plugged in right now?
You mean to the internet?
No, can you take that thing upstairs and show the fucking upstairs that you did? Can I see it?
No.
Too much stuff.
I could take pictures though, but yeah, I put up the molding last night. I mean, floor's in, molding's in. I'm gonna try to put it in the fucking bathroom tonight.
I gotta see pictures.
Yeah, it's actually turned out pretty good. I mean, yeah, it was an unfortunate series. It was supposed to be done 2 weeks ago, and when I left, it was 90% of the way there. And then I hired a crew of 3 people.
And when you got back, it was 40% done.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
It went the wrong way.
Yep. So, but yeah, when you work like this, it's weird because there is a lot of time to like listen to stuff. If you've got AirPods or like a fucking boombox, so you can just pound. Oh, fucking Josh, this influencer guy, my buddy, he's got a podcast now.
Did he not before?
No.
Oh, and who were those? Did we already talk about the?
Oh no, the Heaven in the Miniskirt. Yeah. No, they were. Josh recommended them. He does their intro song, and yeah, they're great. I love them. I actually listen to every single episode of their podcast.
How many are there?
Oh, there's only like 14. But I became a fanboy, so it was cool having them. Oh, this is fucking. We need to do that sermon thing I've been talking about too. I think we're just gonna do it on here.
Okay.
And just like I'll share my screen.
Okay.
Because it's time. It's time to give the people what they want.
Okay. Did you watch that Elvis movie?
No, is it good? Interesting.
It's really fun to watch. It's a super bummer, and honestly, like I don't know. I didn't see who. I mean, the Elvis's family must have signed off on it, but it's like the part where I don't know. It's fucking a super bummer. Like it totally like
highlights
if it's accurate and the manager Colonel Parker guy just drove him into the ground, like kept him hopped up on drugs and wouldn't let him whatever. But I don't know. We watched it together, and it's like you just I don't know if people can understand how he was the first one. He was the first. He was the first rock star,
Yeah.
and he was the first person. And my son didn't get like, what's the big deal? It's like, no, he's the first white guy to play, you know, to play rhythm and blues, to play.
Well, I think he was. It's
to
like more like
appropriate. He was the first person to appropriate black culture. You know what I mean? Like now he wouldn't be allowed to. You know.
Well, and it was. I think he's like the first. Like besides, were the Beatles? He was before the Beatles, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's like the first person to get that popular. Just period. Like
yep. He's
in the entire world. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
and imagine that, like, yeah, dude, fucking once those people start making money off you, it's like Marilyn Monroe. They're gonna fuck you till you're dead. Yeah. Like, they'll just fucking take and take and take and take.
But he was amazing. He was, yeah. It was a bummer. It was a really visually stimulating movie. It's the same guy who did Moulin Rouge.
Oh, okay. Baz Luhrmann.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at you. Yeah. That's my wife's favorite movie of all time.
That's so funny. I've actually never seen it. I own it, and I still haven't seen it yet. So yeah.
She likes it so much. We went and saw it at the Paramount when it showed up here, and it's like, oh, this isn't that, because they couldn't do it. It's not exactly the same thing. It's sort of a
remake, maybe if you took mushrooms, and then went and saw it.
No, it wasn't. No,
still wouldn't.
Well, it just wasn't the same. They reinvented it a little bit, and there were things that they had to they couldn't, they didn't have the same set,
sure,
as the movie. And I don't know, whatever. But yeah, it was worth watching, I guess.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out. I just
spoiler alert: he dies at the end.
My favorite. There is nothing funnier to me than Elvis high as shit wearing a cape, shaking Richard Nixon's hand, getting like a DEA badge. It's like even all of our. I spent $350 on that fucking gi, on that Elvis karate gi, to do our promos that no one watches.
So good, though. It's so good. Have you seen the Tricky Dick and the King?
No.
There's a documentary of that, because Elvis just all fucking fucked up on drugs. Just drives from Memphis to Washington D.C. and hey, I'm here to see the president. Just pulls up at the gate. I haven't even watched it, so I'm yeah. And it's
I
will
be watching this.
Yeah,
that's like the craziest to me.
It's so sweet. It's so fucking sweet.
And yeah, people I've cynical DIY punk rock friends.
Yeah.
Years and years ago, they were shitting on Justin Bieber, and I was like,
no hanging fruit.
Well, first of all, every one of them motherfuckers, that's what I said to them, all of you, if you had his face, talent, and bank account, you would be assholes. You'd be horrible, horrible, horrible human beings.
You're horrible human beings now.
Now. And we're broke. Fucking on tour in a van, bitches.
Broke and ugly.
We just stole potatoes from a rest stop. Shut the fuck up. You'd be what? He just drove a car fast? Shut up. Yeah. People. I don't even to have that amount of pressure. Everyone wants it. They all want fame, but it's I don't think anyone. Not many people can make it through the other side. Normal.
It's true.
Fucking so. I need to get a Justin Bieber shirt. I'm a fan.
Get one. I guess I know what to get you for your birthday next year.
By the way, I'm XL now.
Okay.
I'm huge. Yeah. I'm this fucking construction project.
Too many sit-ups.
No, it's just lifted all these huge boards and yesterday was ladder work. I was painting the outside of the house, and it's just 17 hours a day of running up and down stairs and Daddy's a big boy. Daddy's a big boy.
And when is how far out are you?
Dude, if I had someone here to help me, I'd be done in a day and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, not much. Not much.
And without that person?
It'd probably take 3, I'm thinking. So I'm hoping to be out here by the weekend. We got the Barracuda out of the back today. That was a big step.
Big
that
step.
Hasn't moved in 20 years.
And did he just yank it up onto like did the tires keep air?
No, we had to drill out a couple of them. I let him do that because I was painting the house. He was supposed to do that, so I was letting Pops take care of it. But he got it out. It's moving.
Yeah,
it's on its way down
to Shelton.
Yeah, dude, and that thing is crazy. It's got a V8. The funniest part about that shit is like I have worked on every single aspect of a car. I've changed transmissions out, I've changed engines out, I've changed headlight, and not all cars, but the weird cars, junky ones my dad would buy. Poor man Porsches and shit, you know?
Yeah.
But like I couldn't tell you a single thing. Like I can tell you how an engine works or whatever, but I hate it so much because all I wanted to do was be playing guitar or video games, you know? I had to be out there like with your knuckles all bleeding. It's cold. Fucking that CCR sucks. Again on the radio, you know? I love CCR, but you know what I'm saying? Just like,
yeah.
And it's the memories I've like blocked. Like,
yeah, that sucks. Yeah, my dad didn't make us help. I think he just think it would have been more annoying than wouldn't have done any good. But he did all that shit in the garage. Fucking cold.
Yeah.
Wrenching. Or otherwise he has to fucking ride his bike to work. Which he did also. My dad was he was like the fucking, all the people who got beards and cuffed pants riding their stupid bike now.
Yeah.
they have Ed Redding to thank, wearing REI.
Yeah.
Wearing REI and Filson. And, they have Ed Redding to thank for that. He was doing that in 75.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I just kept running.
Yeah, exactly. He's the
original
of the Seattle scene.
That is such a thing. This fashion that's like so specific to the Northwest.
So stupid.
I have a model friend from New York, and years ago she was like hanging out with us all in Seattle, and she had fun, and she was looking around. She's like, North Face makes all your people look ugly. It was the most, but it was like it was pretty hoity, but it was pretty funny. Like,
not attractive.
It's pretty real.
Speaking of North Face, I did watch Castaway last night
with Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
What a fucking banger that is, ain't it?
Yeah.
Just one dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Just like
until the end, and then you got fucking Helen Hunt and Mr. Big.
I can't. Is that the song at the end?
No, Chris Noth, Mr. Big from Sex and the City. He's the guy who marries Helen Hunt.
Yeah.
Tom's stuck on the island.
Yeah. I just it's been a minute since I've seen that one.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks is fucking awesome.
That's what I want. I watch that shit when I can't sleep. Like, fuck it.
Yeah, dude. How is he so magical? It's weird.
Well, it's weird to watch him.
Oh, go ahead.
It's weird to watch him now because he doesn't look like that anymore. Like now his son, Colin looks exactly like a young Tom, right? His son.
I haven't seen him.
You probably have, and you're like, why does that guy look so
familiar?
He's
he's been in a bunch of stuff, actually. He's a really good actor.
Okay.
Then he has the other son that's like Jesus freak, right?
I don't know. I didn't know there was one.
He loves Jesus, and he's been going to these like outdoor fucking, like community center type gatherings they put on. And he'll be like, I'm fucking telling you the fucking truth, bitches. No one else fucking will. Jesus is fucking real. Like he gets in trouble for cursing all the time.
Tom Hanks' other kid?
Yeah, I think they might even get a little weird. I think he might even go a little Kanye sometimes, if you know what I'm saying.
Like anti-Semitic?
I can't. I don't want to misspeak. Maybe he does. Maybe he just loves Jesus. I feel like I saw that, but I'm high, so I'm sorry to Tom Hanks' Jesus loving son if I'm wrong, because that's very rude of me.
Okay. Wow.
But yeah, I feel like he does.
That took a turn.
Yeah, I don't.
Anyway, Castaway was great. Anyway, I really like the part where the whale keeps giving him the eyeball and then spitting on him. Kind of reminded me of the reading we had last week. I think that might be it, Leif.
Yeah, we're still fucking reeling from the horse cocks. Of course we are. We're probably next week too, folks. So,
Maybe. Possible,
get used to it.
What I'm not going to be next week is hungover. So
did you guys play last night?
Well,
no, just dinner.
My wife and I played.
Yeah.
We had a great time. Well, we went to dinner, and then some friends said, "Hey, we have this winemaker at this other dinner, so come by and drink a bunch of wine." And we're like, "Okay."
Yeah.
And so we did that, and then we went home, and that was
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good times.
It was a good time.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go put a bathtub in.
Okay, I am gonna go to sleep.
Oh, lucky.
Yeah, that's right. I feel very fortunate. I love you, Lake.
Yeah, I love you. I'll see you next week.
Okay, yeah. Bye, guys.
Bye.